Happy New Year. Thanks for tuning back in. Episode 5 of, of Next Steps for Ambitious Beginners, Taking Tricks. If you recall, last week we broke into working on trying to promote a trick when we hold 4-4 in a suit. That means there are 5 cards in the defender's hands, and when they split 3-2, that means we get a linked trick. A linked trick is not a promoted trick, it's an established trick. It wins by attrition. It's the last one on the table, and it wins because of that. What we need to make that trick good, of course, is we need to have an entry to it. But the way we do this, the way I'm going to ask you to count these, is simply to count the number of times you'll need to play diamonds, right? We know that to get the last one, we need to play 4 diamonds. Right? We need to play diamonds 4 times. Right, so obviously we can play the ace, go over there, play it a second time. We have these nice, right? That's 2. Go back over, play it again, that's 3, and go back over. Ace of spades is there. So certainly no danger, we're going to be able to play diamonds 4 times. But our problem is this. We can't lose any diamonds. It's not like we can duck anything. So we have to use a trick that we were using when we've seen before. To test a suit and see if we can get a linked trick, we would shorten a hand, right? Now here, if we could get rid of these 3 diamonds, we can test the diamonds, we can play them 4 times without losing a diamond because we'll simply rough them, right? And the spades are the solution. If you look at this ace, jack, 10, we'll always get 2 of them, but we can pitch on all 3, right? We pitch on the winner, we pitch on the loser, which grows up another winner. And we'll pitch on that one too. And now you can see that we can play the diamonds 4 times without losing one. We'll do that by leading and just count the number of times they follow. If they follow twice, we're good to go. Here's the second one, moment of truth. And when they both follow, we know there's only one left, right? No math, just how many times do they follow? And go over there, we need to rough one out now, because they still have one. We rough that one out, and now we can cross back, and on this ace-queen, which I held to the end. Why? Because if the diamonds didn't work out, we were going to need to take a finesse at least. And I pitched the diamond. All right, and there's the last heart, making 12. So this is a familiar thing that we've seen, where we shorten up a suit when we can't afford to lose one, right? We're trying to set a trick up in that suit, but we can't afford to lose a trick. So we pitched on 2 winners and 1 loser, got rid of 3 of them, still had enough entries to play the diamonds 4 times and set up that linked trick, making slam. This is a different 6-heart slam, and worked so well last time I thought we should try again. And once again, we're going to be establishing a diamond trick. Wes starts with the ace of hearts. We have an 8-card suit, and we have a heart loser. Shouldn't have 2 of them, but we do have 1 heart loser. We have 2 diamond losers, right? The ace king will cover a couple of them, but the other 2 are losers. And we have a club loser. Trick-wise, we got work to do. We're going to get 4 hearts, the ace of spades for 5, ace king of diamonds 7, and 3 clubs for 10. So this will be a difficult contract, but clearly our work will be in the diamond suit. But how do we set this guy up? Right? We have 2 diamond losers, and we already lost the ace of hearts. Okay. Continues, so there is 1 heart left, 1 trump out. What we might want to do is this. Let's unblock the club suit. right? We really want this 65% chance in diamonds, but we have 2 losers. So right now, what we want to do, probably want to take our ace of spades while we're here, and we'll throw the 7 of clubs under. And then we want to unblock the diamonds by playing them twice. Now, we're counting here. If they both follow, that means they'll have only one left. Right? So they have one winner, and we have lost one already. So how are we going to get rid of these? We can't afford the loser. Well, we'll go ahead and ruff a heart, and now we're going to pitch off these 2 clubs. We'll pitch off on these 2 clubs. And there was 1 heart left, so that felt a little tense, right? But we have to use our queen to rough out the final diamond. Now we can come back to our heart in the trump another spade. Didn't we have 1 more heart out? Double check. Yeah, and pull the last trump, and the 6 of diamonds is good. Pretty fun. Now, the only thing wrong with this hand is it wasn't the 7 of diamonds that we had left. But you saw we had the same problem, and that's a reference to the beer card if you're unfamiliar. Winning your contract with 7 of diamonds will get you the beer card. And there is some sort of exchange of beer that happens afterwards. Anyways, we couldn't lose a diamond, but we wanted to play them 4 times. So we pitched up on top where we had 2 of them up here, right? We pitched them on the king and queen of clubs. And once we've done that, now we can simply rough the remainder out and make our contract. There are 2 ways to make this slam. I'm not going to try to bid it. Oddly enough, you try to bid it. They're about either refuses to go past 4 spades or he'll bid 7 spades. There is no in between. So I'm just going to say 6 spades. And he has really nice controls, right? 3 aces and ace king suited in hearts. The clubs, let's see, we have no spade. We got 7 spades. We got ace king of hearts for 9. 2 more aces for 10 and 11. So we're in search of 1 trick. Notice in the club suit, if they break 2-2, we're good to go. We can win the ace and lead another club. And if they both follow, then the contract's made. So that's one option. This one is not going to go away. We can test these hearts without losing a trick. So why not test them? Why not add, like if the 2-2 break is real nice, and it's not, but it's not the most likely break. The most likely break is 3-1. The 4-4 break in hearts is only 1 out of 3. So it might be a good idea to put a couple of ponies on the track, right? And that's what we're going to do here, is we'll win the ace, and knowing that we can always come back and lead another club, right? Now think about, now this is one of the first hands we've had where we have to think about how to play the hearts 5 times, because that's what we have to do. We have to play it 5 times, right? So we can play the ace, the king, and another. That's 3. Rough that out. We'll have to go back over and then rough out another one, and then we have to get back. And we have to pull trump as well, right? Now we have the 10 of spades as an entry, and we have the ace of diamonds as an entry. And this hand will actually play, it actually plays much like we did when we first started, which was ducking 1 first, right? If we can leave the ace, king, 3 to the end, right? If we can rough 1, go back, rough 1, go back, and then go back up 1 last time and play the ace, king, 3rd, right? And if they break, they break. If they don't, we're going to lead a club and hope that they both follow to the, what's the king of clubs fell? Yeah, maybe he has king, queen, but the king of clubs does not look good for our case. Looks like it might be 3-1. But in theory, there's still a chance that the clubs could break 2-2. And life would be good. This could be a false card of some sort. But we can test the hearts first, right? So we can do that by just roughing a couple. Right? Remember, we got to come back, and I don't think they'll play the 9 on the first one if they're going to rough in. So, right, and then we can lead back, pulling 1 round. There's 2 of them, and we started with 10 of them, right? So there's 1 more out. We'll rough another one. And we'll pull the last trump. And see, by roughing the first two, right, that was 2 plays. Now we can make 3, 4, and 5, assuming they break, right? If they show out here, somebody shows out, we'll give up. But they both follow, right? So here we go. And they follow again. And now we're home free, right? So we got the 4-4 we needed, and we had a way to play them. And the clubs were not splitting. The king of clubs was interesting. So they get their club, but then we have trump left. So the thing I want you to think about, because this is going to come up more and more, this is one of these little entry problems, is how do we play the hearts 5 times? Rough one, go back over with a trump. Rough one, go back over with the diamond. And now 3 plays of the hearts will clean up the suit, assuming they're 4-4, which they were. I don't know if you ever pick up a hand like this and don't think 7 spades. What are we looking for? Just our partner to have the ace of hearts. It's 1 out of 52 cards. Well, that's not true at all, is it? It's 1 out of the 52 minus 13 cards. And he has the ace of hearts. And we look at that. We have a 4-4 in the diamonds. We remember this one, right? This is a 67% chance that it's good. Any other chances? The ace. I mean, that's a 67% chance that we're going to get the diamonds to break, and the 10 of diamonds will be established as a trick. What about the 5-0 in clubs? Is it possible to play those things 5 times? There could be a hand, and this could be it, especially since it was in Easley's book, and he loves the quirky hand. Maybe too much. Maybe that's why it's never been done again. But if it's a 4-4 club suit and it turns out the diamonds are breaking 5-3, then the actual play is the 4 clubs. Now we know it's a 1 out of 3 shot. But if we can do it without harm, why aren't we trying it, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spades. We have the 9, the 8, and the 3 as entries, and the ace of hearts. So we would rough 4 of them and hope that 5 would work. So this, and they gave us the first play in club. So 1 play, cross to the 9, 2, cross to the 8, that's 3, cross with the 2 to the 3, that's 4, and cross to the 8, ace of hearts, and that's 5. So this could work. Is it the best chance? No, we know the diamonds are the best chance, right? And keep an eye out for diamond discards. We're going to rough high on these all the time. We're going to pull trump with the 7, 8, and 3. You got to be careful of these entries. That's 1 club play. 2 club plays. They both follow, yes. Ooh, the ace doesn't look good though, does it? That's 2 club plays. We'll keep going with it. There's a queen thrown. So he started with at least 3. They both have to follow, right? Okay, so they both followed 3 times and one guy pitched one, which means there is only 1 left. So I'll cross back with the ace of hearts, with the 2 to the 3, rough the last one out, lead to the ace of hearts, and pitch the 10 of diamonds. Right? Now we lead back to, and we got all the rest of the tricks. Getting 2 ponies on the track is so important, right? Look at the diamond suit here. They had 5 of them and it was splitting 4-1. It was not going to work, right? And by running it first, we probably would have had to pull trump, and then nothing was going to work right. The clubs were pain-free. They were either going to split 4-4 or they weren't. And if they didn't, then we still have the diamonds, the 67% chance. That's a good hand. 9, 7, 16, 22, 23 points. Avoid. This is 7 diamonds, right? Sure, 7 diamonds. So we have 7 diamond tricks in our hand, the ace of spades for 8, 2 club tricks for 9 and 10, 2 heart tricks for 11 and 12, and we just need one more trick. We have a spade finesse. That would get us one more trick, and that's a 50% chance. Now, if that's all we got, that's all we got. But 5 cards in the dummy, right? I should have a merch shop, and I could sell my cap that says 5 cards in the dummy. And wear it at the table so my partner never forgets 5 cards in the dummy. How important they are. Can we set them up? Yes, if they're 4-4. So we have a 50% chance that the king of spades is an ace. And if we can keep that, but also try the hearts first without losing a trick, without any risk of losing a trick, frankly, then we should do it. Why not look for a 1 out of 3 chance that they hearts split 4-4, in addition to our chance that the king of spades is an ace? So the only question is, can we play them 5 times? I told you before, I hate counting entries. I just want to know, can I play the hearts 5 times, right? And so I go like this: rough 1, go back, rough 1, go back, play the ace, king, 9. And I just did it, right? That's 5 plays the heart. So it's doable. Notice how careful you need to be with your trump, right? I preserve them. 10 to the jack, 8 to the 9, 2 to the 3. Unfortunately, they don't have very many trump. They have what? 7, 10. They only have 3. So we can pull, these top 2 diamonds are going to pull double duty. They're going to be entries to play hearts, but they're also going to be pulling the trump. So 2 clubs. Now we're going to, remember, preserve the 2 and the 8. We got to use these to the right. So we're going to leave 10 to the jack. They both follow, so only one more out. That means our 2 to the 3 can be an entry. Rough 1. I'm going to give you a little clue here too. When you establish suits and you know there's no trump problem, just trump high. And just in your head, don't sit and go, can I play the 8? Right? Rough high, rough high, rough high. So there's one more trump out. They both followed once. 8 to the 9. Rough 2. And they both followed. Our last diamond lead. Heart played. Heart played. A little bell should go off in your head, right? A little bell, right? So they both need to follow here. This is the 3rd lead. We're not roughing them anymore, but they both need to follow. And when they do, that means there's only one more out because one got discarded. So we can play the king of hearts and know that our 9 is good. And what will we throw away? Our 50% chance, right? By adding that extra one, we made this hand, and in a spectacular fashion. And we added an extra chance. We added that extra chance, right? Which was our 1 out of 3 chance. The hearts are 4-4. Take a look at the spade king. It was offside. If you limited yourself to, hey, it's a 50% chance, that's better than a 1 out of 3 chance, then you went down, right? But if you recognize you can combine these chances, right? Put more ponies on the track.